Goeiedag. Hello, everyone. Joe Laufer, UT Alumni Relations, and this is another episode of Coffee with Utayers. And this time, out of 51,000 alumni, where do we end up? We are in Brazil with Johnny Hopin. Hello, hello. And Johnny, you can talk. Hello.
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 Goeiedag.
Goeiedag. And Johnny, do you recognize the picture behind me?
Absolutely. This picture was taken exactly at the time I was at the UT.
And do you remember what is the place called behind me?
Sure. Checkpoint Charlie.
Checkpoint Charlie. And why do we have Checkpoint Charlie up? Because May 2011, it was torn down. And generations of Utayers, of course, know Checkpoint Charlie. That was the main entrance to the university. And why do I have that up? Because we have a section on the alumni website called The Canons of the Utay. So there are different stories, big, small, and Checkpoint Charlie is one of the stories. And I'm going to include a link below this post so you can explore yourself. And if you have an idea for another historical moment, big or small, you can also add it. So think about what you consider monumental for the Utay and for yourself in person. But the reason we're here is to focus on Johnny. So Johnny, shall we start by giving a bit of introduction, who you are? So I'm going to try to capture a bit. So Johnny is from Brazil and he studied at the Utay. He started at what, 2010?
I started 2008.
2008, and you were a BIT student.
Absolutely.
Business and Information Technology, and you graduated in 2010?
Yes, 2 years master degrees in Business Information Technology.
Okay, and where are you from originally in Brazil?
I am from Freiburgo, which is in the countryside of Brazil. And then now I'm living in Florianópolis, which is the capital of Santa Catarina state, and is an island, a beautiful one.
Okay, hey, we look forward after this is all over to be able to start visiting again, all these amazing places we're visiting as part of the series. But hey, shall we jump to your first slide?
Definitely.
Your first photo?
Looking forward.
And just a reminder to people that are just joining the series, we have a format where the alumnus chooses 3 or 4 photos that represent the journey they took while on campus, but since campus till today. So let's start with photo number 1. And I'm going to share. Johnny, who are these people? We all recognize the tower behind the group, but who are these people?
So these are the most talented Latin students that I found, and then they found me at the UT. And we were feeling that we had the opportunity to tell more about Latin American through our own voices. Then we get together and decided to found the Latin American Student Association. And all those talents, ideas, creativity came together into an organization, and we boosted our experiences as entrepreneurs, as organizers. We created so many interesting things like parties and things like that. And now they are in many places of the world.
And Johnny, you'll be happy to know La Voz is still alive and kicking and still well known for their parties. And you know, when you were first setting up the parties, were there any logistics you came up with?
Well, we have to do many challenging things. The first one was to get some Dutch skills to register at the municipalities. Mm-hmm. It was very, very challenging at first. And then second, one thing that I was very remarkable while dealing with the pricing of our parties. So we were thinking, oh, we have some resource we can throw this party for free. And then we asked some Dutch advisors, and they said, okay, if you make this party for free, nobody will show up. If you charge 4 euros, 5 euros, there will be much more people and they will enjoy much more of this because they are paying for it. So what happens? We charged €5, and the party was really crowded. It went to the newspaper and things like that. So
Oh, so you really succeeded with the organization.
absolutely, and they were really impressed. How could you get so many people? The other organizations could not reach half of this. So this is the.
And do Dutch people party as well as Latin Americans?
I think the rhythm changes a bit. I think there's much more beer when you talk about Dutch parties, and Latinians is more about salsa and samba and things like that. I think the weather changes our cultures a lot.
Okay. Well, shall we move to your next photo?
Absolutely.
So it's coming up in a sec. Johnny, what are you doing here?
Well, right after 1 week after returning to Brazil, I decided to do something that I received once when I was studying at the public schools in Brazil. Somebody went there as a free guest lecture saying, guys, you have to find a way to learn English and Spanish and other languages. The world is getting globalized. You need these skills. I don't know how you will get it, but you have to. So this seed was planted into my mind, even with no resources and very harsh times. I found a way to learn language following this thing. And when I returned to Brazil, I think my payback was to give this to the students at the right same school that I used to study. And then I started doing for many others. So I gave dozens of those lectures as a payback feeling, as I received so much support from the Dutch organizations, the governments to spread the idea of the Netherlands internationalizations and all those things that are not only for me. I think it is for humanity, for social change.
And Johnny, do I recall correctly from your photo, are you wearing Dutch klomps?
Absolutely, I always use it.
You still have them here?
Absolutely, I love them. They attract so much attention when I give those lectures. Nobody else has ever seen, so I love them, and I use them.
I think for many of our Dutch alumni, they also haven't seen them in a while, and you find them comfortable.
It's not most comfortable, but it's the most stylish that you can ever get.
Okay. Well, shall we move to your next photo? Give me a second. Okay, we see actually two photos here. Johnny, well, first of all, what is that office?
Well, this is the first office of Aquarela. Aquarela was the company that I started with my colleague and partner, Marco Santos. We started the company, and the idea was to use artificial intelligence to help the industry back in 2010, 11, 12. And we started doing lots of codes and system architectures and things like that. And then we reached really huge clients. So as startups, we found a way in which we could sell large, high-skilled projects for Embraer, for example. Do you know what Embraer is?
That's actually a huge manufacturer of airplanes, and I think KLM is even a customer.
Yes, absolutely. Brazilians are very proud of this company. Mm-hmm. There are more than 1,000 airplanes flying all over the world, and aerospace engineering is a really challenging area of study. And I think we are very proud to be to have them as clients.
And what do you do? What do you do for them?
We developed systems for intelligent maintenance. So if you can use artificial intelligence, you can save many, many years of training of how to grab those expertise of 30 years of maintenance of airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
So the results were so good that they decided to invest in Aquarela. So today Aquarela belongs to the group, the Embraer's group. So, and then we are expanding our business to other parts of the industry.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like a dream situation for an entrepreneur, starting a company and having a client actually become an investor. You know,
Yes.
Hopefully that's a bit of the Twente entrepreneurship DNA rubbing off.
Absolutely, and I think the UT has this mindset that really puts together entrepreneurship and science, and not one is better than the other. You know, I frequently see this in Brazilian organizations, especially universities or companies. There is a separation that is totally meaningless.
Hey, Johnny, and do you guys already have European customers?
What would it say? Could you repeat?
Oh, I'm sorry. Does the company already have European customers? Because it sounds like you have really good expertise to share outside of Brazil. So are there already European clients?
You mean pin clients, the main client, right?
I mean, for the company, for Aquarela.
Yeah, it is one of the main clients, but we already have others like Coca-Cola and Random, which are local. And then this expertise now, the team has grown 5 times. We are expanding businesses, and we are thinking to go abroad soon. And the whole architecture, the teams are fluent in English, and there are some people speaking French, Spanish as well. So we are getting all this group developing very, very interesting stuff with artificial intelligence.
Okay, so it's a bit like Lavos. You're creating a platform that can plug into the world.
Yes, sounds good. I didn't have this concept that you just told me, but yes, the idea is to have a place where we can have high caliber professionals solving really complex problems.
Okay, and we'll include Johnny's LinkedIn profile in the comments below. If anyone is curious and wants to know more information about what he's doing, you can follow his profile for that. Johnny, I also have a surprise. I mean, you would not believe what today is, and my surprise, let me see if I can make this work. I have to go this way and that way. Technology. And now I'm going to do this. And hopefully, Johnny, do you see what I have in my background?
Yes.
Today is Johnny's birthday by toevallig. So,
thank you very much.
On behalf of all the other alumni, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. And no worries, I'm not going to sing the traditional Dutch happy birthday song.
I know, this was surprising. It's different.
But by the way, this picture is from, obviously there's a tradition in the Netherlands at the university at least, where if you have an office, they decorate the office. So this is from a previous birthday from mine. You can see probably it says happy birthday on the window. Mm-hmm. So Johnny, from us, we wish you a very happy birthday. And I also have 2 messages to say before we end. First of all, first post it. Next week are the UT Open Days. So alumni, if you have kids that are looking for a cool university to go to, or you have friends that are interested to do a bachelor or master program, check out the UT website for information about our online open days. And the next post it is the UT is launching a new online talk show called Campus Talks. The first show is on Tuesday, May 12th from 7:30 to 8:15 on YouTube, and it's hosted by Peter Paul Verbeek. For more information, check out our website, utwente.nl. And Johnny, any last message to the alumni before we close this episode?
Well, my main message is to keep in touch, and I think that's really amazing to see all this alumni is spread all over the world, doing in general, acting as leaders, doing really important things, more sustainable projects, and beautiful things that you should do if you really studied so hard as you studied so hard. Do good things.
No, definitely. I think our alumni really have an impact in the world. So it's great to see them doing so well after they leave. So to the volgende keer, to the next time.
Tot volgende keer.
Yeah. Bye.